Hey everybody, Sensei Ron here. This video is about the basic Kenpo Aiki Jitsu stance that we call Tauru Dachi. Now Tauru Dachi is the Americanized pronunciation of the Japanese phrasing. Anytime I've ever seen it, it's translated as crane stance. To be clear, however, the crane stance that I'm going to teach is not really from Chinese Kung Fu so much as it is from the Japanese or perhaps Okinawan traditions. Okay, so you want to start in Hachiji Dachi. That'll be the starting point. I'm going to ask you to do mirror image, and I'm going to speak as though we're doing mirror image practice. So that means if I have my right hand out, you should have your left, and I'll be saying left and not right. Likewise, if I go to my left, I will say right, and so forth. It's just a good way to learn. Mirror image is a good way to learn, at least in the beginning. So to do this stance, start with a formal stance position. I choose this stance because the feet are placed more or less in sort of an everyday stance for a man or a woman. You could be standing like this or like this, or however. You're probably not going to go around in regular life outside doing this, but the idea is that you want to be able to move into this stance and other positions from just a regular person foot position. So starting from the formal Hachiji Dachi, start with good posture, and you want to maintain good posture throughout the stance practice. This one works on balance, this stance that is. Not that other stances don't, but this one I would say works on balance more than others. We're going to be shifting weight to one foot, and we're going to be standing on one foot. You may notice or may have thought, well, where's the mat? This is actually difficult to do on a squishy mat. The mats that I have are decades old, and they're rather soft, so it's more difficult to do this and hold it on those types of surfaces. On a carpeted floor or a hard floor or even outside, it's much easier to do this kind of stance. So starting from Hachiji Dachi, shifting weight to your right, turning and looking to your left, moving weight off the left foot, starting by lifting the heel, and then the ball of the foot comes in later. It's almost like you're transitioning through the foot stance position for our cat stance. You can think of it that way. As you shift weight, and you want to stay relaxed in this whole exercise, this whole stance, as you shift weight, you also bend that supporting leg more, okay? Bend at the knee, obviously. Keep your weight centered in the middle of your supporting foot. Raise the foot like so. Have good posture, tops of fist pointing that way, okay? Now when you're looking that way, there might be a temptation to look at a very narrow field of vision, or utilize a very narrow field of vision. So part of the lesson, one of the lessons in the stance, is to not only be able to get your balance, but also be able to take in everything in your field of vision without losing awareness of what's in front of you. Now it might seem like a lot because I'm using a lot of words, but it really isn't. So you shift into the stance, get into good position, good posture, get those abdominal muscles pulled in, and take everything in. So the stance is, I would say, in practical terms, the stance is a defensive position. You might retreat into it, like so. And it's also a transitional position for various techniques. You don't need to know what those are yet. Just realize in the beginning here, learn it and realize that it's transitional, and defensive in terms of application. So other side on that, looking to the right, shifting weight, good posture, off weighting that heel first. Now this is slow motion, okay? Just realize that. Off weighting that heel, raising the foot, sinking down. That foot comes up, in this case on the right foot, it comes near the knee of the left, but don't let it touch. Don't knock it into it either. And also the knee on the right, either side really, comes up to about waist height. The arms are relaxed, bent, tops of fists pointing towards, say, somebody who's directly to the side. And again, remember, take in what you see. Take all of it in and breathe naturally in the stance. The deep diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing, where the belly goes in and out, the abdomen goes in and out, and you're not raising and lowering your shoulders in the process. So that's Tauru Dachi. Thanks for tuning in and watching.